Welcome along. It is Thursday. It is time for qualifying on the free-to-play account. Now, apologies for yesterday. We couldn't get a qualifying video out for you because we were busy watching Aston Villa take victory. So, with that over and done with, hopefully you've seen some of the legendary drivers announcements which are potentially coming soon. So, make sure to keep dropping into this channel every single day because we've got legendary drivers coming left, right and centre. And I want to know so far, who are you looking forward to? Who are you excited, or who do you want to see in the F1 Clash legendary drivers? So we are here, like we said, we are with the free-to-play account today, and we're going a bit left field. Now, you would have seen us in the past go for Challenger and basically some contender. You can see by the medal count that we have got so far. But we're going to take a step back this week. We're going to jump into Junior and we're going to try and take a potential P1. Now we have got a couple of, well, 3 contender F medals and a few challenger ones as well. But we're going to try it a little bit different. So the summer break event, we've got no Thunderbolt that we can use, so we need to make sure we change that on this current setup, which is annoying. So if we just change the Thunderbolt over, and this is our speed setup, so we need to just have a look which one to lose, like so. So this is going to be difficult. We don't have the best drivers. I mean, I'm using a defending track and I'm going to use Logan Sargent, which with 19 defending means he's going to be very slow. Reason being, Bottas is a lot better, but he starts way further back. You can see he's only got 24 qualifying. I'm a bit concerned, whereas I feel if Logan, I can get a good start, I can just get him clear and he'll be fine. So we're going to risk it. Nico Hulkenberg, again, low qualifying. So if we start P1, P2, we know we could potentially use him. So let's get to it. Let me know down below which series drivers you're using this weekend. We're not going to... Nah, we'll upgrade that. We'll give us an extra speed and qualifying. Why not? 950 all for Junior. Jesus, I mean, it's not worth it, folks. Not worth it. But let's go. Summer break event. Race number 1. Free to play. And I still haven't got the same pass. Why have I been stupid and put that one on there? So, we need to put in... Oh, this is going to be... We're going to have really low qualifying, actually, for this setup, aren't we? Let's go Blaze for now. This is going to be painful, I reckon. So, speed, I want that one. I want a bit of the Spire. And I want a bit more of the motion. There we go. I think that is really all we can really run from speed. We don't have a lot down in Junior, of course. We can use that. Not sure why... Well, let's take the 12 qualifying. Let's take that one. Let's go with this and see how we got on then. Zenith is in. Curva gives good qualifying, but can't use that one. Let's go with these then. Let's find out as we head off to race number 1. And we can't use motion. That's why I didn't put motion on. Am I stupid or what? Let me know down in the comments. Of course I can't use it. It's Series 4. 2 and 1. 4 and 2, so we're going for the Spire Series 3, and now we can get racing. No point even cutting that out of the video because I'm just being stupid. Let's go for speed. Monza. Can Logan Sargent hang on? So here we go then, race number 1. Up first is a guest account, and we're playing 603 team score at Monza. Now this is completely and utter... I mean, I don't want to say guesswork because I have players in my team who run these series and that's how we create our strategy guides. But for me as a player, I am not comfortable down in this series because I'm just not used to it. And look at that, P914. That is why I wasn't expecting massive. Now, I'm going to go on to the hards potentially with Sargent, and I'm going to try and do the one-stop with both of them. I am going to run Tulip, which I have a fair bit left still as well. And it's all about guessing and finding out, can we do it? Now, I usually say guessing and score some points, so hopefully we can do the same again. But it's just a little bit of a confidence that I don't really have. And you can see the rival, even though it is looking to be a bot, has got a better start than us. We're only still P10 and P13, and now we've moved up a little bit. Got to watch out for Sargent's defending. We know Sargent's defending is pretty terrible, as we are lagging a little bit in the game as well. So you'll have to bear with. So P8. Can we get through the pack? Not yet. Still P8 and P12. Not really gaining anything here. Now we can gain one car. We're okay on tyres for both, so a one-stop is going to work for both cars. The question is, can we even get to the front in this? I'm not expecting to do 188, just out of interest for you. Just through this section, it's very laggy. Let's see if we can come through here. Can we start making some places with the slow Sargent and Kevin Magnussen in our control? The rival's pushing, that's why we can't really overtake. Wow, just fly past us, mate. Don't worry about us. Again, just a little bit of lag at the moment as we come round. Any chances for an overtake? Yes, we can. Sargent into P11. Couple of cars now enter the pit lane, and we can start to motor. Just can't get into this. He can get into P9. So we are making good ground here. We are getting through, but it's slowly. There's a breakdown for a Red Bull as well, which is always nice. And we're going to make 2 positions there up to P7. But Jesus, it's so laggy, this game. We will reset the game after this one as well. So bear with me for race number 1. It is not the easiest. Magnussen right on around a one-stop. It's going to be tough, but he is around about the score that we need. The time of the tyre management is okay. Sargent's up to P3. Has to pit though, remember. And we've got P1 well out front. Charles Leclerc on the hard tyres. That is going to be some ridiculous car to try and catch. Don't think we're going to, if I'm honest. But there he is. We could catch him. We could conserve down and hold up the field as we look to try and gain some. Magnussen now coming into the pits. Ran out of tyres. Sargent will be coming into the pits as well. Can we, in Junior, get off to a decent start? Long pit stop, but we're ahead of Charles Leclerc. We're into P1. Here comes the Red Bull down the straight. Max Verstappen. And with a good pit exit, we are in to P1. We're going to cut down Kevin Magnussen and hope that he can hold up that Red Bull of Max, who is on what looks to be a 5-hard strategy. Don't think he'll do that in this series, though. So, can we survive the drama of this series? Magnussen still absolutely leading here. Danny Rick just getting lapped as well. We're going to try and come through, try and catch up the cars ahead. Can we get off to a 188 start? There's a car in the pit lane, and that car is a Ferrari who we're going to get past. So P5 for Sargent. Again, not loads of power unit. Who have we got around us? Really, it's Charles Leclerc, who's a good 7 seconds up the road. We're never going to catch Charles Leclerc, I don't feel. We're conserving everything with Magnussen. We know his defending Sargent is terrible, but it's kind of the best we've got down in this level if we don't want to start ridiculously at the back of the grid. We are doing okay. We kind of need that Ferrari to do 4 laps, but I don't feel it is going to. Or do 3 laps on the mediums even. We'll find out. He's not got loads of tyre left, but I think he's going to have enough. If he pits, it's game on. We're still P4. We've got a hard tyre. Maybe Charles Leclerc could just jump in the pits for us and hand us victory. Maybe. You never know. And tell you what, he's hardly got any tyre left. And he is now coming round the final turn. He pits. He does pit. We're lagging, but we're getting through. Charles Leclerc is in the pits. We're into P2. We've come around on the final lap, and we have taken currently 47 points with this driver lineup. We've still got the Ferrari in the background. It's going to be, he's going to catch. Or is he? He's on softs. Oh, wow, that could be quick for the Ferrari. Magnussen is absolutely out front. He's fine. It's all about Logan Sargent, but I don't think P3 is going to catch us. Sargent through, now down the back straight. P3 is far enough behind. Sargent comes round the final corner, and we're going to start off in Junior with a lovely 47. Sargent low defending. It didn't matter in the end. His qualifying helped us. It is P1 and P2 on a Junior journey. What is this language, Aaron? Sort it out. A Junior journey. Maybe I need to go back to sleep. It's a long night. But P8 and what looks to be P13 for the rival. Job done in race number 1. We'll show you what we are running compared to the rival as well. It's never straightforward streaming, trust me. You always forget your words and do some dodgy stuff. The only problem is I can't cut it out when we're in a race. 603 for the rival. They had level 4 Sergeant and level 7 Magnussen. And the car setup was lacking in speed, but had a little less qualifying as well. Off to Austria then for race number 2. 616 is the team score that we are faced against. We have got the same drivers and the same car setup as the previous race in Monza because it's both defending drivers' speed setup. So we've stuck with Logan Sargent, our guy with no defending. And how can he get defending when he's always at the back anyway? But P6 qualifying, so you never know. You never know what he's going to do. We are going to place the Tulip boost and we're going to let it flourish in front of us as we try and score another set of 47 points. We're going to be doing a 3-3-4 and a 4-3-3. Here we go then. Let's kick it off. Can we get another 47? We've got to get Magnussen from the back in P16. We've got Sargent with the bad start because of his race start. Currently now only P8. So a little bit of jumping through the pack is going to be what's needed. And we're going to push on this opening lap to see if we can gain any early positions. The less cars we're stuck behind, the better it is for our smooth running in clean air. But P4... and what looks to be then P8 as we settle down into this race. Around the final turn, on to lap number 2 already. Sargent in between Russell and Verstappen. What a combination. You never thought you'd hear that, is for certain. But we're still pushing. It's got Perez there now. And we are being swallowed at the moment quite fantastically. We are absolutely going backwards, but we're going to go round again with Sargent. We're not making any massive progress right now as a move on George Russell does materialise and we're up to P4. Still need a little bit of work here. Can we get a dive bomb up the inside? We can get 2 cars. It's even better. We're up to P2. There's a Ferrari ahead. That Ferrari is on mediums. That is going to be tough to try and overcome. Here is Kevin, our good man Kevin. And look at that, 3 overtakes. He's up to P6. He was going left, he was going right, he was going up and he was going down. Kevin Magnussen is into the top 3. And now he's into the top 2 as well. Come on, Kevin. Let's see ya. Let's see what you've got. Sargent's back out now as well. We're going to use Kevin to try and close on the Ferrari, because the Ferrari's on mediums. You can see him just at the top of your screen, and they'll come into the pits this lap as well. We need some hard tyres from the AI to try and help us, as there's a safety car. Safety car has and is going to help. The question is, I don't think we've got the tyres to go to the end of the race by pitting on the next lap. I feel like we're going to be too slow. What have we got around us? Leclerc is on hard. Probably going to go to the end. We can probably stay out. What we got? 6, 7. We've got to go 6. It's going to be tough on the hards. I might still double stack these. Magnussen I might continue round. I'm not going to lose too much time here if I pit then Sargent. Oh, this is a tough one. This is actually a tough race to then call. So Sargent does come in. We're going to hopefully only drop back about 3 or 4 positions. We can get them with full power unit. We probably could have gone to the end, but I don't trust hard tyres right now at Austria. Leclerc is on hard, so we probably could have. But hopefully we're going to be that quick on these softs that we are just going to destroy past. I mean, look how Leclerc is going to not be able to push. It's going to be a lot for them to get 5 laps on the mediums. Have we made the right decision? If you've got to this point in the video, comment below. Right decision, wrong decision. And then see how your comment ends up doing after we get released. We are P7. It's going to be a lot to get 4. It's still a lot to get 4 mediums anyway. Never mind a safety car in there. And we're going to get racing. So this is going to be crucial now. We've got good pushing available. Hard tyres means we are going to be a lot quicker. With the tulip boost as well and a full power unit, we should be able to go round to the next lap and then pit. We are going to just manage power unit a little bit. You can see the rival pushing as well. Surely that will cement them to another pit stop. And we're going to do one more lap here. We're going to try and use as much power unit as we can. And look at the gap we're already creating. This is crucial. Will Leclerc go to the end of the race, though? That is going to be interesting. There is Leclerc. We're already quite far with Kevin. I think we might have dropped a mistake here. I think we should have gone for the hard tyres. I don't think we've got the speed to come back from this for Sargent. Sadly, I think this could be a big point drop. And I'm not expecting to max out. I mean, I'm not in a position with this account at all to be maxing out scores. Even in Junior, I don't have that elite level. And we might struggle quite a bit here. Where are we coming out? P10 for Sargent. This is painful. Have we got a lot of pit stops? We probably have got a lot of pit stops. Leclerc's not looking too great on tyres, but he is already coming round. We need Leclerc to drop himself into the pit lane. And he doesn't. He doesn't. That was crucial. We needed Leclerc to jump into the pits. The question will be, though, is will he run out of tyres? I don't think he's going to. I think a couple of cars ahead will. I think it's going to be a 1 point drop here. We're never going to catch the Ferrari. Maybe we should have gone hards, but that's the best what we could do. P3. Magnussen's going to come home in P1. You can see the Ferrari just out of tyres now. We just haven't made it. It's P2 for Leclerc, and we will take 46 points. It's the best we could do. We should have gone hard. Maybe a little bit of racing management lacking down in this series. But we move on. We do move on. Just learning curves. We should have probably gone hard. I didn't feel I would get the tyre management with Logan. I mean, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Still 46 points. Logan's only got 29 tyre management. That's what worried me. That is what worried me. I think he'd have run out of tyres at that point. Leclerc ran out of tyres, and he's got better tyre management as well. Look at that. 4-6 by Charles Leclerc. Time for race 3. Off to Singapore. A notoriously can be a very difficult start here, and we have got race start and cornering this time. So a change of setup, a change of a driver I think we could have done, but let's see how we go. We've already dropped a point, putting us under a little bit of pressure. Would have been nice to go 47s, but I don't think we've quite got the levels. Can't even do that in Challenger anyway. Sargent and Magnussen, we kept them the same for this. We're going to go on to mediums. We'll see how they run. In terms of race start cornering, probably going to use some ballast boost. Can we get a good start? So, 2 medium, 2 medium, 2 medium is what we're going for. And lights out, away we go. Sargent has fell asleep at the wheel. He has not made any ground whatsoever. Logan Sargent, asleep. Kevin Magnussen, our good friend, big supporter of the stream. Kevin! Come on, Kevin. Let's get you up the field. It's not looking a great start, I must say. Magnussen, we're going to cut. Why is Sargent going so slow? He literally let the rival pass to then overtake him yet again. Bit of wizardry by Sargent. But P5 and P number 7 at the moment. Rival pushing. That means we could end up going backwards a little bit. But we're going to try and close the gap first of all with Logan. We've got Russell into the pits on lap number 1. We're going to try and close the gap on Sainz here. Notoriously difficult tyre management for him, so he'll be struggling. Not that great for Sargent either, let's be honest. P4, P6, we are going to double stack here. P1 is out front, not massively clear, which is good. We are going to now push Sargent, see if we can just make a move. Look how slow we are through this section. Any moves, please? Absolutely not. And this is and look at that. Now Magnussen has got ahead. We are pushing Magnussen, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. He's got better power unit. We can't. We're going to have to double stack. This is not good at all. We're going to lose about 5 seconds for Sargent here. My challenger moving down to junior. This is not good. We are not used to this level of racing. And maybe we've been a bit too confident on what we thought we could do. Could be a big learning curve again. If we qualify, I don't really care where I finish. I just want to learn a little bit more. Sergeant P11, it's a rough day. You'd think dropping to junior, it would be easy. It's not necessarily the case. Magnussen in P6. Rivals going for a free hard. Might be a decent strategy too. Again, I just worry about the hard tyres and how slow they are. But let's see where we can get back to. Can we fight our way back through? Through into the pits is quite a few cars. Magnussen has hit the front. Sargent is going to make up a few positions as well, but he's still got to pit again. And where is he? P6. P6. And we're going to get nearly past Sainz. Can't though. Rivals on soft tyres. That means they're going to have to pit again, which is good for us. Let's push Sargent. See if we can make a move. And he can. Up to P5. Gonna need some power unit though. I mean, all that work just to pretty much nearly let Sainz through. P5 for Sargent. Got a pit stop though. Coming up. Trying to just gain a little bit of power unit back. We're not going to double stack. So, Kevin Magnussen in and out. Rivals in as well. Going to mediums. Magnussen is back out in P3. And Sargent ahead of them two cars. That was vital. And he's in P6. Can we rescue? Every race has been pretty tough actually, considering what we thought it could be mentally. And I thought it'd be very, very easy if I'm honest. But it's not. P2 then. For Magnussen, who is finding some speed finally. Sargent with a lot to do. And there's 3 sets of hard tyres ahead of him. So he might have the pace to catch them. Kevin is in the lead. We've got a pit stop in there as well. Don't think this is going to be 47 by any stretch of the imagination, as we've got Norris coming out of the pits, probably on some softs, mediums. We just haven't got the power unit or the pace. We haven't got the levels in the car that we would require. And obviously these AI cars have got some boosted parts on them as well, so making it a little bit more difficult than your standard Series 3, maybe more Series 4 AI right now. But Kevin Magnussen is going to take victory. We are going to sneak into P5. But if we thought 1 point drop in Austria was bad, then we didn't see this one coming quite as much. Coming down the final straight in this new layout of Singapore, it's going to be P1 for Kevin Magnussen. And it's going to be just a P5 for Logan Sargent. We do take 44 points. It's okay. We wasn't expected to go and absolutely destroy Junior. And that is certainly showing to be the case, that we won't be having it our own way. So 44 points on our trip in Junior. And 640 team score. We definitely need some bigger team score, some more levels if we want to compete for P1s. We are running the same sort of driver's look, which is a good indication. And you can see the car was just suffering on cornering for the rival. So off to the final race of this junior experience. And what have you thought about it so far? Are we actually struggling based on my adaptation to the skill level? Or do you think we're just a little bit lower level parts for what ultimately would be a P1 chance in contender? P1 chance in junior. We've tried for P1 contender the last couple of weeks. That's why we've now just took a break and gone ahead and trying to race a little bit of junior. Something a little bit different. Still not 1-2 starting, so it's never that easy. We're going to use the ballast boost as we go hunting in race number 4. What can we do in this one? Can we score 47 points? 4 points have been dropped so far in this GP. So 4 points potentially from 4 races if we 47 this one. We'll often race in P5, P6 as we come through the S's. We need to try and get ahead of Max Verstappen. Sargent on the softs, Magnussen on the mediums. And there is a move already. We are up to P4. Hopefully the inside at the hairpin. And we're going to take P number 3. So P3 and P6 having completed 3/4 of the first lap. So we're going to cut back down. We're going to just watch out on tyres. It's going to be a 2-stop race as Kevin Magnussen nearly gets past the Ferrari of Sainz. Down the home straight. Not looking too bad at the moment. P3, P5. And this could get even better. We're all over the back of Carlos Sainz. There's a few hard tyres out there. And that is one that we are now past. Good move. Feel like that was needed as well. Because he could slow us up. And hopefully we can gain a little bit of a gap. Mediums out front though. And we're going to try and put them under pressure. Hamilton and Leclerc leading the way from Sargent and Magnussen. Who would have thought? What dream have you woke up to see these absolutely flying through? So Sargent pits. And now Kevin Magnussen will have a chance to try and close his gap. All the cars that are doing mediums or hards are going to come out ahead of us, of course, because they haven't pitted. And Sargent now finds himself in P number 12. He has got mediums to use at the end, but we are starting to gain and make some overtakes. P11. Another hairpin move would be nice. Thank you very much. P10. And now Magnussen gaining some power unit as well. So this is not looking too bad. We were around P3, P4 when we came in on lap number 2. And what we'll do is we'll quickly now find out where we stack up to. You can see Magnussen, who is with us, is just leaving his box now. And that is going to be a nice undercut for Sargent versus Leclerc. But again, he's just moved straight past us. And it is hard tyres for Leclerc. We need to get rid of him. We don't want to get stuck behind hards. Everybody else can, but not us. And that hard tyre sees Hamilton get past as well. Hamilton is on softs. So Hamilton's going to have pace. I'm not going to just push Magnussen just yet. Look at Hamilton's pace on the softs. You can see we definitely don't have the levels required to go and destroy the AI in this series. Soft tyres for Magnussen. Mediums for Sargent. And we're up. Oh, I thought we'd overtaken. We're out in P8. Now we're going to start putting the burners on. Magnussen up to P2. Can we continue? It is difficult. It feels like more difficult than Challenger and Contender. Come on, Sargent. Inside line. Show them what Williams are going to miss out on. There you go. P7. We are continuing to push Magnussen to close the gaps. And look at that. How has Lando Norris just absolutely walked round us? That is incredible. He's on the softs, but that's the difference. We are using a boost as well, remember. And down the straight, there is the Mercedes. The Mercedes of Hamilton on softs again. There's nothing we can do. Russell's holding us up. It is a tough battle out there. Here is Russell. We are passed into P3. We've got P2 and P1 ahead of us. And now the Mercedes do the swapperoo. So much tougher than I thought this would be. We just don't have them levels down that level. That's all. I don't have the low parts at the knee level that we need. Sargent struggling on tyres. He's into P4 though. We've managed to break through. We're going to get absolutely attacked by the Mercedes. That is no doubt. P1 is up the road on hard tyres. Surely going to run out. Surely. From what we can see. There they are. It's surely only a matter of time now. And can we get both cars ahead? We are pushing ourselves. Now the Ferrari will surely run out of tyres. Yes, they do. Charles Leclerc moves back to P2. Kevin Magnussen has got him. But can we get Sargent onto the podium? I don't think we can. P3 is already on his way. Where is P3? There he is. It's game over. He couldn't just get there. 45 points for us in Junior. And that will see us through, hopefully, to the weekend racing on Saturday. A trip to Junior which indeed was a lot tougher than we thought it would be. Who thought we'd be getting 47 a race easy? Well, that is certainly not the case. We have got it all to do. I think we need to wipe that P1 expectation out of the head. That is clear. 45 points from this one then. Not bad, not bad. I think that's a 6-point drop overall. 7 Bottas, 6 Magnussen for the rival. Obviously, I do worry about Bottas's race start. That's a worry for me. The car, though, you can see there, cornering was well in our favour, 80. But still, just not as strong as the AI that we need to battle. Sometimes the AI is your biggest issue. And so far, we are top of the qualifying group. Doesn't really mean anything in terms of where you finish in qualifying round as long as you get through, unless you need to score max points, of course. We do score 182 in Junior, and we're going to hope to see us, that should see us through to the opening round. What will come on Saturday or Sunday might be a little bit different, might be a lot tougher. We'll find out. That is for sure. But 47, 46, 44 and 45, we tried. We just need to keep working on levelling up because we just need some extra parts to be able to have a better round. And you can see for the drivers, Magnussen is not too far away, but some of the parts we can upgrade on speed, we can upgrade on cornering as well. So we can do a little bit, but we've still got a lot left in the tank. Let me know how you've got on in qualifying, and we'll see you hopefully for your strategy guide tomorrow for the weekend.